Chris Hahn is a radio host and former aide to Senator Chuck Schumer, and he joins us tonight. So, Chris, I know you don't like Trump. That's fine. But speak slowly so I can understand and explain to me why paying off someone who is extorting you, threatening to make public details of your personal life if she doesn't get paid, why paying that person is a felony.
Well, first of all, we don't know that there was actual extortion here. We know that a payment was made. There was a catch and kill deal with the National Enquirer. Whether or not it was extortion, that hasn't been proven yet, nor has it even really been alleged in many cases.
Well, I'm alleging. Let me just stop and say I'm alleging it because it's obvious. You're not going to pay $100 grand or 150 or 200 grand to someone unless there's a threat to you and your reputation. This is extortion. Now, I don't know why it's not being prosecuted. I don't know why Trump isn't defending himself on those grounds. I would, but it clearly is extortion. Well, but why is it a crime to pay off someone who you had an affair with?
Sometimes people want to tell us. They want to tell a story that he doesn't want told. He says, "Hey, just tell it to me. I'll pay for it and pay for yourself." That's what he did.
That's what that. If I did that to you, you would call it. If I said, "Look, I know a detail about your sex life, Chris Hahn, and I'm going to tell it on my show on TV unless you pay me," that would be extortion, obviously. So this is extortion. But leaving that aside, why is it a felony to pay women you've had sexual relationships with?
It's not a felony. It's a felony to do a campaign expenditure and not disclose it. And that's what this has been. How is that a campaign expenditure? This seems to have been a campaign. He made this during the campaign for the purposes of the campaign. There are tape recordings of him discussing this with Michael Cohen. And that's just
for the purposes of the campaign. But hold on. I'm confused. No, it's not a small thing. It's the thing. This is the crime that the New York Times told us on Saturday. Federal prosecutors are alleging the president committed. It's a felony. And Michael Cohen pled guilty to a species of this. So I just want to get to the bottom of it. Why is that a campaign contribution to pay off a former girlfriend? I'm honestly confused. You're a campaign guy. Tell me.
Look, there's also an allegation that he may have violated the Foreign Corrupt Practices Act when he was doing his deal in Moscow.
There are allegations that he killed Kennedy. But hold on.
There's a lot more to this than just paying off porn stars who he slept with
one allegation at a time. So federal prosecutors, this is not just something that dumb people on TV are talking about, though they are. This is something that prosecutors in New York State are saying they have apparently evidence to indict over. So tell me why, because a lot of people in Washington pay off their girlfriends, including lots of people in Congress. A lot of people in Congress, including, I'd even guess, some Democrats. Just throwing that out there. So tell me why that's a campaign contribution to pay off your girlfriend.
Well, first of all, I think that fund that Congress was using to pay people off who were harassed needs to be disclosed, and the members who were involved with those disclosure decisions need to be removed.
Oh, I'm sure that'll happen right away. That'll happen right away. I'm sure MSNBC will push real hard for that. Right, okay. So, but tell me why it's a campaign.
I agree with you on that point.
This is a central question. Why is it, and for all of us, why is that a campaign contribution? The money didn't come from the campaign. It didn't go to the campaign. It was a threat to his reputation and his livelihood, as all extortion is, right? So why is that a campaign contribution?
There's black letter law. There's black letter law here, okay? The campaign finance law is pretty clear about what you can and cannot do with funds. And these funds were not necessarily from Trump's own pockets. There was all sorts of schemes put together by the president and Michael Cohen to move this money around so it wasn't traced back to President Trump.
But
that in and of itself should raise red flags. People would be blowing their mind out right now if this was any other president.
Maybe. I mean, we've never had a president like Trump in a million different ways. And I'm not defending.
No, we never have.
I'm not defending his personal life. I'm merely saying this is now being described as a felony, as a crime for which the president could be removed. So now's the time when we need to be very specific about what the crime is, because you've stopped all business of government so we can respond to this. So let's respond right now. Tell me how and where in campaign finance law it says you're not allowed to use your money. There's no allegation this was campaign money. Your money to pay off a former girlfriend. There isn't. This made up. It's a lie.
The allegation here is not. The allegation here is not that it's just his money. There's allegation that he moved money around through various schemes to pay these women off.
Not from the campaign. No, but by the way, you're allowed to do that too. You're allowed to hide the payments. What is that a crime now?
The payments that were campaign in nature. That is a violation of clear violation of campaign finance law.
I'm giving you a chance on TV. Hold on. No, just I'll let you speak, and I'll let you speak slowly so our audience can understand. Where in campaign finance law does it say that taking money that's not from your political campaign to respond to an extortion attempt or pay off your girlfriend or pay the gardener or pay anybody? Why is that a felony? Where does it say that? What are you talking about?
Campaign finance law. Look, I'm not going to quote the section and verse. I don't know it off the top of my head, even though I am a lawyer. But campaign finance law clearly states that any money spent for campaign purposes, specifically by people other than the candidate, must be disclosed.
But
this
why
is
is
what's
that a
being
campaign
alleged right here.
purpose?
Hold on. The president and Michael Cohen clearly set up a scheme so that other people could pay these women off on behalf of Donald Trump while he was running for president, because they thought that these allegations would sink his campaign and his reputation.
But maybe
that's a violation.
No, actually, because anybody faced, I don't know a single man who faced with that allegation, who if he thought he could squelch it, wouldn't pay the person off because it does incalculable damage to your reputation, whether you're running for anything or not. And so it's so clearly not a campaign violation that I wonder if we want to set this precedent. Do you want to live in a world where people paying off extortion attempts are now campaign finance felons? I mean, this is lunatic, and you know it.
This is strikingly similar to what happened to John Edwards. I'm
yes,
not
and
saying
it's awful.
It's
awful what happened to John Edwards.
This is strikingly similar situation.
And what happened to him was wrong. Look, it was another populist they took out with this BS campaign finance nonsense. Exactly what happened.
Look, anyway, it is more than campaign finance law. It's more than campaign finance law. It is the Foreign Corrupt Practices Act.
Well, that's a totally separate thing.
Problem.
Look, if he violated that, I won't defend it.
And it's also
but in
alleged
this
by
case,
Cohen.
this
It's
is made
also
up.
part of this.
All right. Chris Hunt, thank you.
Thank you,
Good
Tucker.
to see you.